Hi, this is Julia with the Greenwell Springs branch of the East Baton Rouge Parish Library System, and today I'm going to show you how to make a button tassel keychain. Your kit should contain a packet of glue, a split ring, a length of embroidery floss, and 6 4-hole buttons in various colors. You will need to provide a pair of scissors from home. We will begin by measuring out 2 lengths of about 10 to 12 inches long. You'll want to take your glue packet and cut off the tiniest corner. I'm going to put just a little glue on each of the ends. Make sure you're working on a surface that will clean up easily, and this will help us. I'm going to glue down the fraying ends and let that dry a minute, and that will help us thread our buttons on. Now that that has dried, we're going to take and start threading our buttons. I'm going to lay them out in the order that I want them. I'm going to take one of my pieces of floss. On the front side, I'm going to go through 1 hole on each. Now I'm going to take the other side of that same thread, and being careful not to let my button slip off the other side, I'm going to go in the opposite hole on each button, like so. We'll check and see that they all line up. And then we are, very carefully, going to take our other piece of floss and thread it down the opposite holes. I'm going down to the right side. I'm going to make sure I keep my buttons lined up and keep going through on that same side. See it twisted there? I'm going to untwist it and make sure it goes straight through. And the same with this other end. I want all the threads to stay separate. And there we go. I'm going to make sure I have loops at the top. Now let me pull these through so they match. And see, because I made sure to keep the holes lined up, they slide back and forth easily. I'm going to twist these together. I'm not going to tie them yet, but I'm going to twist them together so that I can bring these 2 top loops through my keyring, and then I can bring this around the other side through the loops, which will let me tighten and attach. I am not going to tie it off at this end. I am very carefully going to separate 2 and 2, like so. Set it up to the side here, and I'm going to take the rest of my embroidery floss and wrap it loosely around all of my fingers at once. I'm going to leave a little bit hanging. Going to make sure that this going downward. And I've got some extra here. So I'm going to take, and now I'm going to take one side of the threads that I split here, and I'm going to bring them through all my loops. I want to make sure that this last loop is caught up. And now, leaving enough space for wiggle room, I'm going to take and tie these off around the bottom once, and then double knot it to keep it in place. Remember, you want to have a little slack there. So now all of your loops are passing through this one. And now we're going to take our long end and we're going to bring it down. We're going to pinch it right there. We're going to wrap it around once to start with and tie it. You've got it right there. That would be the ball of your tassel. From here, I'm going to take my glue. I'm going to put another little drop of glue on that knot to secure it. And I'm going to wrap this several times around. And again, when I'm starting to get near the end, I'm going to come and bring the end through that last loop. And now pull it tight. Add a little more glue, right where it twists there. And now I can take my scissors, cut through these loops down here, trim everything up a bit to make it even. And we're done. If you want a shorter tassel, go around one fewer fingers a few more times. Your tassel will wind up a little shorter and a little fuller. But there you go.